Hello everyone, my name is Daniel and I started this channel a couple of weeks ago, and the only reason why I started this channel is because I wanted to create awareness among my society. And something which really did strike me over the last couple of months is because, you know, it's a book. It's basically a book. It's written by a British author. Her name is Caroline Perez, and she's written this book called as The Invisible Woman. And actually, we were talking about this in our office. So this book actually talks about how the world is biased towards the women, and something that really hit me hard was this content that says that why, or let me put it in a better words, it says that how 80% of the women in the world are doing unpaid jobs. I read the book. It took me a long time to complete it, but I did complete it, and that's when I started observing my family members, my aunts, my neighbors, and especially my mother, right? And just to give you an example, for example, I work 9 to 6 Monday to Friday, and then Saturday is more of just cleaning the house and room and all those things, and Sunday is more about sleeping for me. I sleep almost the entire day. But when I look at my mother, she's working. She's working on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of course. And Sunday also she wakes up the same time. And I'm sure this is the case with every single mother in India. And I felt really bad because when I see and I talk to a lot of friends, they tell me about how frustrated they are with their work. They just want to quit because they are not happy with the work, they are not happy with their managers, they are done by doing a monotonous job. But think about our mothers. They have been doing the job for months and years and decades. Just imagine the kind of motivation and drive that it would require to do the same thing again and again and over again without even complaining once. Now, this conversation is not about man versus women. I just wanted to help the society know that how women play an important role. Just to give you an example, okay, I'm sure you all know how or what Zomato is all about, right? Now, Zomato is very famous among the investors in the last couple of weeks. You'd be I mean, you'll be very surprised to know that 4 out of 8 board members are women in Zomato. 6 out of 13 leaders in the organization directly report to Dipender Goyal, and of course, they are women. I mean, this is just from an organization perspective. Let me get you something which is more into a political view. Sure, you know what's happening because of the COVID pandemic. There are some amazing leaders in the world, but you know what has been happening in countries like US, UK, India, and many more, right? The number of cases have been increasing, the people who are dying is always increasing. But I want to put some highlight or show you some facts and figures about what's happening in those countries where women are leaders. Just for an example, let me talk about Germany, right? Their chancellor, her name is Angela Merkel. She's been doing some amazing work, and you will be surprised to know that Germany is not having as many cases. Let's talk about New Zealand, the Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. You will be surprised to know that the transmission rate is 0.48%. I mean, when you talk about other countries, it's just twice, thrice, and even 4 times. The transmission rate of passing the virus to someone, it's very, very low. That's half a percentage. And it's the same with other countries like Finland, where they have the youngest prime minister, right? Her name is Sanna Marin. And again, the entire political parties, basically they have five political parties, and all the leaders of these 5 parties are women. And believe me, they have active number of just 1 lakh cases. I know it's a small country, but still. Now, this is just an example. There are countries like Taiwan, Denmark, Norway, and Iceland where women are leading the countries, and believe me, they're doing absolutely great. Now, all I'm trying to tell you is that when you educate a man, you just educate an individual, but when you educate a woman, you educate an entire society. Now, and why am I actually talking about this? It's all because I am basically from Kerala, right? And something that I've observed over the last couple of months is the harassment and the torture the women are going about because of dowry. Now, it's very strange, right? I have been in the state for the last one and a half year, and there have been numerous cases of suicide just because of dowry. Now, I recently came across a case where a lady even committed suicide because of the torture she was going through, and I feel really bad because I myself have a sister, and I feel really bad if something like this would happen to her. And and it's not, I even have a lot of friends. I would just imagine, and I'm really going bonkers thinking about the fact that if this would happen to a human being. Now, it's very sad to know that when you give birth to a girl, or and you have a daughter, you take care of her, you educate her, you send her to college, you make her be independent enough, and when she starts working, and when she's on her own, and she's trying to become successful, and when she's aspiring to live a great life, then you get her married to someone who is asking money so that he can get married. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. Why are they even giving so much money? And why is the guy not even saying? And again, it's not just about the guy, it's also about the guy's family. Why are they even doing it? I mean, the girl coming to them itself is a huge blessing. I'm sure that that girl would change the life of that particular guy. And it's really sad because there is not just one case. There are numerous cases. I mean, you could just Google about it. The only message uh, that I want to pass on to all the women out here is give yourself the permission to lead a big life. Step into who you are and you are meant to be, and stop playing. I mean, just stop playing small. I mean, you're meant to greater things. And to all the men out there, I all I want to say is just respect women, respect your mothers, respect your sisters, and treat them with a lot more respect, because they are the ones who are gonna change the society for you. And you did not come into, you basically did not come into this world from heaven, right? It was through a mother. So understand the importance of a lady being in your house, and treat her with utmost respect, not just inside but also outside your house. This is all. I Please make sure you do comment, you do like, and you do share and subscribe. I just wanted to ensure that this message reaches to everyone around, and we can create a society, um, or a better society, not just for ourselves but also for our future generations. Uh, this is Daniel signing off, and probably we'll catch up with the next video. Please drop in your comments, and maybe I can get something interesting for you next time.